I'm Riley Runnells, and this is a day in the life.
Hi, I'm Neil Bateman. I'm a third-year aviation flight student here at OU. It's my second time getting a degree from OU, and I'm glad to be back and glad to be allowed to fly the airplanes they have as well.
Neil doesn't have a typical aviation student story. Though he had been dreaming of flying planes since he was a little boy, his eyesight prohibited him from pursuing that dream. So Neil decided to change his path. In 2007, Neil started his freshman year at Ohio University. By 2011, he received his degree in production design and technology.
It's the tech side of fine art, basically being an electrician. I worked for 2 years on Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines as a lighting technician, which was a lot of fun.
However, Neil felt like he had a greater purpose, so he joined the Marines in 2014. While there, he got free LASIK eye surgery, but thought that pilot schools still weren't accepting people with corrected vision.
Until the Marine Corps fixed my eyes and someone looked at me and said, they take them now, and then everything just went back this way.
That's when Neil returned to his alma mater to study aviation. Neil spends most of his time at the Gordon K. Bush University Airport, where aviation students go to fulfill their flight time requirements. The airport is fully functioning, but due to COVID-19, there have been several safety precautions that have been put into place. When he arrives to the airport, Neil gets his temperature taken and blood oxygen levels checked. From there, he gets his lesson plan and begins the extensive process of checking the airplane.
Literally everything, front, back.
He looks over the electric systems, the cockpit,
Look at the back, this little...
the engine, and even the wings to make sure they're not cracked or damaged in any way. Then, once he's sanitized the plane, he can begin to take off.
The perfect day is a cool overcast day with some really high clouds. So like those really gray days where it seems like it's not oppressive like today. It's the 19th for those of you that are curious. But it's just those days where there's just this really high gray ceiling. Those are really smooth days.
Though the airport is home to several different kinds of airplanes, Neil usually flies the Piper Warrior 3.
It's one of the newer ones we have. It was specifically designed to be a training aircraft. They made it a lot easier to control and a lot safer for students.
From cloudy days to clear nights, there's nothing Neil loves more than flying an airplane.
A lot of the students, their plan is to go to the commuter airlines, the commercials, the Delta, that sort of thing, which is great. It's very stable, you have a lot of time off, you make a lot of money. It's really most of the best things. But you don't fly the airplane as much as you think. They get off the runway and then it's on autopilot for a long time.
But Neil refuses to operate in autopilot. Instead, he wants to use his pilot's license to help people.
They did a presentation on the firefighters, and one of the airplanes they use is this giant single-engined farm tractor that's been modified to dump water on fires. So it has giant pontoons and it flies down onto a river and scoops up 800 or 1,000 gallons and drops that on a fire and goes back, and it just sounds like so much more actual flying and so much more freedom. Like you're not restrained by schedules. You have a job to do. You get to fly an airplane to do it.
Looking back on his journey, Neil's only regret is that he didn't start sooner. He thinks if his younger self could talk to him now, he would say,
He'd probably say, what took you so long? But honestly, when you give up on something at that age, like, I'm also never going to be a fire truck. Not a fireman, a truck. So you just don't think about it 10 or 15 years later unless something that obvious happens. So I think I'd just say why I didn't keep trying. My middle-aged or 20-year-old me didn't try and find all the options I could, but I had just written it off so thoroughly, I guess.
After all of his hard work, Neil still can't believe the little boy who just wanted to fly is making his dreams a reality.